What a day.
And I kind of want to talk about it a little bit before we run the what in the world because just so everybody knows, I have a rant today that I'd like to go on. I've got some players I want to talk about, and I also have a pay for the drinks parlay, a full slate to go over, and it's the NFL draft. Let's give a round of applause for the NFL draft because, as we remember, as a Jets fan, this day is a nightmare. We either completely fuck the franchise or we draft back-to-back Rookie of the Years. And I mean in the same year, like back-to-back. Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson stood back-to-back as they won Rookie of the Year, offensive and defensive. Not a great day for Jets fans. Also not a great day for Bears fans, except for this year, Caleb Williams is coming home.
I know, and Josh isn't even here.
I know. What a little rat bastard. Probably playing golf, not even going to watch the draft. Yeah, he's going to watch the draft.
He is.
Might have his bird out while he watches the draft.
He's been telling us every day that Caleb Williams, one more day. Today's the day, and he's not here.
One more day till Caleb Day from Josh. All right, Nick, let's run the graphic. We got the NFL draft. We got a full slate. Let's get to What in the World. Right. What in the world? The segment where Mikey and Nick
In the world.
will be talking about what's going on in the news. Oh, I'm getting some echo. What's going on? What's going on?
I'll remember myself. We'll get taken care of.
Do we have that taken care of?
We'll get taken care of.
So first, I just want to address that this mic is broken. Give me a second, guys. Holy shit.
You know.
What the hell? Dude. Look at
You got it?
I got
You got it? Finally? Finally?
I got it.
Bet.
All right, here we go. Run the graphic. Let's run the
Let's try
graphic
that
again.
one more. There you go.
What in the world? The news segment where Mikey and now Nick will go over what happened in the news last night. I just want to talk about this really quickly. Is Antonio Brown kidding? Actually, Nick, can you sound my rant alarm?
What's the...
Yeah, that's good.
There you go.
Is Antonio Brown kidding? Is he kidding? I know it happened a couple weeks ago, but I feel like I just needed to address it because, one, I had the females in my life send it to me, and by females, I mean my family members. I had a cousin that has 2 daughters send it to me, and I just feel like I want to talk about it for a second before we move on. Why do we think... First of all, I haven't seen a single person in the public, even when it happened, come out and attack Antonio Brown, which I think is absurd. But the other day, he tweeted something about Caitlin Clark that I think is just...
Foul.
absolutely disgusting. Like, disgusting. And I think, as a man, I would like to take a second to talk about it. Because I think it was fucking disgusting and vile and gross. And something that shouldn't be allowed on the internet by any of us. And I'm not going to sit here and act like my resume is clean as if I haven't, shot my shot at Haley Cavender and Livy Dunn. But I think those are 2 totally different things. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, I haven't flirted with a woman on the internet or, gone out of my way to be like, go on a date with me. But I think what Antonio Brown was fucking disgusting. I think it was vile. I think it was gross. And for those of you that may not know, he tweeted something about Caitlin Clark and then followed it up with a disgusting photograph and then was subsequently blocked and celebrated being blocked. And I just feel like as someone that has a mom, has sisters, and a girlfriend that I love very much, I think that kind of behavior shouldn't be tolerated. And I think Antonio Brown, your Roxer brain, CTE, ESPN fucking mush brain idiot, should probably shut his fucking mouth and just disappear into the retirement where no one gives a fuck about you. Because no one has cared about you since you ran off the field at MetLife. Because you've always been a crybaby. And now you just, for some reason, feel the need to open your apps and say the most absurd shit. So do me a favor and just shut your mush brain, Roxer brain, idiot face. Please, for the love of God. And he was like, no one came at me when I was talking about Angel Reese. Well, do me a favor. Keep her fucking name out of your mouth, too. These are 21, 20-year-old women that you're talking about as like a 40-year-old man. Who has a horrible track record with women, by the way. Fucking sexual predator, Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Not a great guy.
Just scumbag, dude.
Not a
Just
great guy.
scumbag. And I'll be the one. But that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I just got that sent to me, and it just made me feel a certain type of way. As someone that has sisters in my life, I just feel like that's fucking foul. Like, that was foul.
Yeah, he's on one.
Like, on one, dude.
He's on one at all times.
Yeah, shout out Vontaze Burfict. You probably deserve that one now, AB. Fucking idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I did want to talk about this really quickly. Did you watch the NBA games last night?
I did watch the NBA games last night.
Dude, the Pelicans should probably just dissolve the franchise. I don't know what to do. I mean, obviously, a lot of the takes that I have come from the betting perspective, so I did bet on the Pelicans last night. Also took the over. That was nice.
The over
that hit. But without Zion, this Pelicans team is fucking moose shit.
Do you think it's more of the Pelicans sucking or the Thunder just being that good? Because, I mean...
Dude, I had that thought too.
Like, it's just, there's no match. SGA is putting up 33 points. Like, you can't... There's no answer for them. And Oklahoma City, I want to talk about this in a second, toughest places to play. Oklahoma City is not an easy place to play. You
think it's among the toughest to play right now?
I mean, when you're looking at NBA, NHL playoff atmospheres, like the Thunder fans, Trent being one of them, they come out. Like, that's all they have down there. So you're going in there... Again, without your best player,
that's true.
Tough place to play. So is it the Pelicans suck that bad, or is it the Thunder just might be that good?
I think it's a little bit of both. I will say, though, watching SGA in a playoff environment, I was looking forward to it. I remember watching him on the Thunder when it was him, Schroeder, and CP3, and he was kind of that third option. He was just banging corner threes. And I was like, wow, this kid's a real deal. His point average was at like 20 at that point. Dude, he is the real fucking deal. Like, the way he gets to a bucket is... It doesn't even look like he's trying. And it doesn't even look like you can stop him if you wanted to.
But you also got to credit the guys playing around him, too.
100%.
Because that was something in the other game. You saw the Celtics, their two guys go off, but they get no help from anybody else.
Well, Jason Tatum's fucking moose shit.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's St. Louis guy. Don't rip on him.
But I mean... The Thunder, I think I agree with you, are that good. I also think the Pelicans are that bad.
Right. So it's just
that's
what you get with an 8 seed against 1 seed. That is exactly as expected. What happened?
And I will say, I think the allegations of the Thunder maybe being a little too young and not being able to handle. I think that was a concern coming into this, that the Thunder are still young. Like, might be. I think I was one of the people that said it. That fraudulent 1 seed. Dude, if you're a 1 seed that's good, you beat the shit out of an 8 seed, and they are literally dismantling the Pelicans every time they play them. Like, it's not even close.
I mean, that's what they need to do. You got to do your job in those first round games, because when it gets second, third finals, like, you need fresh legs. And if you're playing less games, I know they always talk about momentums and teams that go to a game 7, right? That momentum and teams that sweep are, not there. But you got to just beat up on the bad teams and move on, because you're going to need the legs down the stretch.
And speaking of beating up on bad teams, dude, I thought the Heat didn't have a chance last night. I ended up live betting them when they were up 10. It was minus 114, and I was like, you know what? I'll eat that in the third quarter. But, dude, I mean, again, Eric Spoelstra is just head and shoulders above any coach in the NBA. Like, if he had a roster like the Nuggets, I mean, obviously he had the super team with LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. So I'm not going to say he hasn't had super teams. But especially in this era of the NBA right now, if he had a roster like the Nuggets or a roster like the Thunder or even a roster like the Celtics, I think he'd win 4 in a row, dude.
Yeah.
Like the masterclass he put on last night of not only out-coaching the Celtics, but also, the Heat did hit, I think it was like 23 threes or something like that.
Yeah,
16 threes.
Franchise record, so, 23. Franchise
he can't
postseason
control
record.
that. But he's getting them those open looks. Like, he's running sets that are getting these guys these open looks. Like, he's designing plays to get these guys open looks. And they're professionals. They're going to hit their shots if you give them open looks. But just the way that he goes about his business with the roster that he has is incredible. Literally incredible.
Well, I mean, you got all 5 of your starters are in double figures, whereas you look at the Celtics, only one of after JB and JT were in double figures. So it's like, they're doing this without Jimmy Butler. Like,
and Terry Rozier.
And Terry Rozier.
Scorers.
Yeah. I mean, Hawkins, Harrow, Adebayo, Martin. Like,
you're telling me
Jovic?
That's starting 5?
Jovic? Who is Jovic?
He's their rookie.
I don't watch enough. Oh, that's the guy that's like Jokic. But Jovic,
yeah. But you're telling me that with a starting 5 of Hero, Hawkins, Adebayo, Martin, and was it Duncan Robinson started?
Yeah.
And Duncan Robinson beat a starting lineup of Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and who's their big man at this point? I forget who their fifth is. Is it Al Horford?
Yeah.
Did he start last night?
Yes, it's Al Horford.
Al Horford.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're telling me
Old ass man.
that he just beat that team in Boston by 10? By 10?
Yeah. Shaq called it too.
Yeah, he did call it. And Chuck was like, bet it. Bet it. And Shaq
And
was
he's
like, I'll
on there with,
double
like, the
my
fucking-
bet. I'll double my
Just
bet.
stack of money.
Dude, but I mean, that was... I mean, if they get Jimmy Butler and Terry Rozier back, they're beating the Celtics.
Yeah.
I have no doubt about it. Like, they're beating the Celtics team. And again, I think the allegations against Jason Tatum of he got drafted to a super team, which, by the way, the Celtics did after the trades with the Nets. They were in a great spot. And when Jason Tatum got drafted, you've been drafted to a super team. You got super team teammates. When are they going to get the job done? Realistically, this Heat team should be swept.
Yes.
Shouldn't even be close.
No.
14.5 point spreads. Like, Vegas is telling you this Heat team should be swept.
But like you said, that's what comes down to coaching. When you have all these superstars,
agree.
you can have the most star talent you want. But if you don't have the coaching to get you there,
100%.
I don't think that's something that is really looked at all the time on paper, especially when you're betting, when you're betting player props, when you're betting, these totals, these sides, like you're not looking at the coaching as much. And that's something that goes overlooked, especially in playoff times, and good coaches win. That's what it comes down
Good
to.
coaches win, dude. And someone in chat, I just saw them say the Dogfather said hammer Celtics next game. I don't know if we should do that. I feel like now the problem with the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
The problem with the Miami Heat is once they get a nibble, it's over for you. Once they feel like they can beat you, it's over for you, dude.
That's just it's a team that's been there before, not necessarily
Yes,
the players,
dude.
but the coach has been. They know how to win in those late game situations. And yeah, you can say it's one game, but it's still going into the Garden and
Yeah, dude.
taking one.
In a
like,
year
come
where the
on.
Celtics only got
on.
better from last year.
You want to talk about tough places to play? The Garden's a tough place to play.
Garden's probably top 2, if not 1, dude. Those Celtics fans are fucking out of their
You go
mind.
back down to Miami, and you're gonna get a Miami crowd that's gonna be ready for this. I mean, anything can happen, right?
The
Like,
whiteout,
anything
they're gonna have the
yeah.
whiteouts going, the
love
white
the whiteout.
t-shirts,
I
dude.
love
They're
the
gonna have the
whiteout.
Heat culture jerseys. Like,
what
I
do
don't
you-
know. And I see Boston Sports Arc. I'm sure like Boston fans are pissed because they're like, okay, you probably caught us. You hit 23 threes, whatever it is. But again, the only dangerous thing is now you've let them get a little piece. You let them get
Boston
a little
fans are all right.
piece.
they got the Bruins last night.
Yeah, that was a big win. Which, by the way, the Leafs are a fucking moose shit org.
Sorry, Chelly.
Like a
Toronto Maple
moose
Leafs again?
Shit
Really?
org, dude.
Dude.
I was all over it. Because
You're
he's been dropping Mega Max's PODs. They've been hitting. I was all over.
And Brad Marchand last night, 2 goals and assist. And did you watch that game at all?
Yeah,
The
I mean,
Maple
it
Leafs
was-
when he fucking see Brad Marchand. I was talking about this last night. Brad Marchand is one of those guys you love him if he's on your team. You hate him.
dude.
Hate him. He's such a rat fuck little
Hate him,
shit.
dude.
Like
Hate him. He's a lot like, I feel like Jimmy Butler. They got the same energy where it's like
Yeah.
if he's on your team, you ride for him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
when you play him, you're like, dude, I fucking hate this guy. Hate him.
And those guys are the guys that thrive. That's the guy you want in the
Yeah, of
playoffs.
course,
Like that's
dude.
what makes
Oh
it
my
fun. He
God.
trips up the guy that leads to a Bruins goal last night. Like that's just those are the moments that just like piss you off as an opponent, but like make the playoffs more fun.
100%. Kings plus 1.5 was cheddar. Also, like the Leafs. You can't score and then let up a goal 20 seconds later.
No.
Like, you can't. And I feel like they're literally goated at losing at home. Like, they love to be in their own barn and get smoked.
Yeah, that's and again, Chelly and Trent both have been to Toronto. They've talked about the playoff atmosphere that comes with that. You would think that would give them an advantage.
That's what I'm saying.
You need the big players to show up in those
what
big
I'm
moments,
saying.
and they just don't.
They never
They
do.
don't.
They never do. And I think they didn't have Nylander, so I understand. That's tough. Because Austin Matthews can't do it by himself. But, I mean, dude, you got to protect your home barn.
You have to.
You have
Especially in the
to,
playoffs,
dude.
you go on the road. I mean, shit, look at the Stars last night, too. You drop 2 at home, and then now you got to go to Vegas down 2-0. Like,
You want to talk about the Stars.
sorry, Lauren.
Moose shit.
Ass.
Moose shit
Says
Stars.
Vegas is the fakest 8th seed of all time.
Fakest 18 of all time, but also, like, Stars. Come on.
It's such a bad draw.
2 at home.
It's such a bad draw for Dallas because VGK is one of those teams that they're an 8th seed, but come playoff time, VGK is a team that shows up
Every time.
every time.
Look, listen, Lauren, we're not acting like Vegas isn't good, but I think you need to stop acting like the Stars are good. Because they suck.
yeah.
The Stars are moose shit. In a big spot, the Stars will let you down. That's 2-0 at your own cribbo.
Yeah, you need
At your own cribbo.
you can't get into that situation and not have your big guys show up,
I don't think Robbo has ever showed up in a big spot, but he's on the fucking stadium walls. When's the last time you saw Robbo?
I mean, one goal,
In a big
obviously,
spot.
one goal is not going to win it for you.
No.
In a playoff
dude.
game.
No.
And that's where you just need your big guys. Hey, somebody on the surgical stream who pitched Marchessault for Elliot Ranson. Shout out him. Pitched
March a lot.
March a lot. March. I
That's
don't
how he
know
said it.
how he said
No,
it. Yeah,
that's how he
March
said
a
it.
lot.
He was like, March a lot.
Yeah, Marchessault scored last night, and so he's 3-0 this week on surgical stream.
I know, dude. Well, he DM'd me. He was like, dude, March a lot point was free. And I was like, dude, you're fucking damn right it was, dude.
Chad's gonna
I mean,
feel
no,
that.
yeah, VGK is the best 18 of all time.
Yeah, that's
Like,
just
best 18 of all time. But the Stars might be the worst seed of all time.
yeah, deep.
Dude, they're
VGK is
not
just
good.
deep, and
Also,
Dallas is
speaking
just-
from experience, I've been to a Stars playoff game with Chelly. That environment,
now what makes
it's not
you
a hockey city.
But what makes you say that compared to other environments you've been in? What's been the difference? So like, so you're a Jersey guy, right? So Devils fan.
Dude,
What's the difference?
they just don't, like, it's not, it just feels like they don't care. Like, I was sitting in, like, the bleeds where the real fans
Like they're just not
sit.
getting loud. Like
Dude, they're not getting loud. They're like, there's no cheering. Like, they just kind of sit there and watch. Like, again, I think a lot of it is, oh, the Stars are playing. Do you want to go?
right.
It's not like when the
Diehards.
Devils are in the playoffs, it's like,
Yeah.
yo, the Devils are in the playoffs. We got to go. I feel like for the Stars games, it's like,
Because Jersey,
oh, dude, the Stars are playing tonight. It's a playoff game. We should go.
because it's like diehard. New York, I don't know. I feel like Texas isn't really like, it's not a hockey.
Well, that's
it's not
what
a
I'm
hockey
saying.
state.
Like,
You have
that's why it's
baseball, you have
weird.
football, so
Yeah.
it's like hockey's
They
probably
show
the
out
third.
for the football games. Holy shit,
Yeah.
I went as a Jets fan to a Cowboys game. That
they
was
show
a
out.
living nightmare.
Rangers won the World Series. They show out for baseball.
They show out for baseball 100%. They show out for the Mavericks.
Mavericks, yeah.
Hockey's just a tough sport to get behind when it's hot all year round.
Yeah, it's just weird because I wonder if you had the Dallas Stars, good team, in a place like Minnesota or
They'd go nuts.
like insane.
Dude, because the playoff game that Chelly and I went to, I think they were playing, it was last year in the first round. I forget who they were playing. They won the game we were at. But it was like, dude, we're walking out after a win. Everyone's walking by Hero. No one went into Hero. Everyone's just getting in their parking lot to go home. Dude, when the Devils win a playoff game, you can't go to a bar within
Yeah.
a mile of the stadium without it being packed.
That's how St. Louis
shoulder
is too.
to shoulder. We went pregame to Hero, and we got a table 45 minutes before the game
Yeah,
to sit at.
Texas is just football first, football,
100%.
baseball. Say St. Louis is
100%.
hockey too, but like we have two teams there, so it's like three now, I guess, if you count MLS. But it's just
It's just not an environment that VGK is going into scared.
some places are hockey
The
cultures.
VGK game we went to mid-season against the Wild when everyone was hurt, better environment than a Stars playoff game.
True.
Nuts.
Tough. And now you're going 0-2 into VGK. VGK.
Yeah, dude, you
they're
can't go to
ready.
Vegas. Oh, dude.
The best postseason pregame experience you'll get.
Without a doubt.
Like that is.
The night is undefeated.
You want to talk about a tough place to play? Fuck yeah, they might
Vegas,
sweep.
dude.
They might sweep.
Which is a shocking because I feel like I wouldn't have earmarked Vegas as a place where they'd have like rabid fans. But since they brought the Raiders there and the Knights there, like you see them come out.
Yeah,
Like they come out in droves, dude.
Vegas is one of those places too. I feel like I'm interested in like in chat. What do you think about Vegas's fans? Because it's like, do you get more? Like, are there really die-hard Vegas fans? There were like the Raiders fans, and then the Raiders moved to Vegas. You have VGK fans. Like, I feel like people go to the Vegas games for like a thing to do and for like entertainment more than they do like are you finding a die-hard Vegas fan that
I
like
think you
lives in
are, dude.
Vegas?
I think you are.
Or is it more just the environment that you're in?
I
It's
think you are because I think Dallas Stars is entertainment. That's just entertainment for them. It's not.
Sure.
It's not like a diehard. This is our franchise. It's entertainment. Oh, there's hockey on. Do you want to
Yeah.
go? Like the tickets are cheap.
right.
It's $450 for a lower bowl ticket to the Mavericks. I would love to know what a ticket for a Stars playoff game is. Because when Chelly and I went, I think it was like $50 to sit up top,
Yeah.
which is nuts.
It's still expensive. It's still Dallas. Tickets are always gonna be expensive here.
But my point being, I think when a new city gets a team like that,
yeah.
like Vegas, dude, they are rabid for it now.
Yeah.
Like the Raiders are their team now. Like you got rabid Raider fans for sure. Vegas, we went. There was
it's
diehard
not the
Vegas fans when we were
Oakland
there.
fans. It's not the
I know, but you're never
Oakland
gonna get those old Raider
Yeah.
fans. You're never gonna get those old Raider fans that wear the fucking spikes and the fucking, because it's a new culture, it's a new city. But I think you get diehards. Dude, Vegas has been waiting for sports. It's a sports
Yeah.
city. That's where they bet every day. So they love sports.
Right.
Like it's a hub of sports betting.
Yeah, it is fun,
So
man.
they love sports.
Betting on a game in Vegas is that's a different beast.
It is fun. It is
You
fun.
just go to the book after the game and
is
you
fun.
get your win.
I mean, I respect Lauren in chat. She's getting fired on, and she's trying to defend.
Oh yeah,
everything
she's
got,
defending. She's defending.
Lauren,
She did a good job.
Lauren, we could hang up the Stars, man. They're moose.
Lauren,
I get it.
Lauren's a hard one to win an argument again. She's gonna come prepared. So
There's no argument when you're down 2-0 at home.
yeah, there's no argument about losing two games at home. That's just shit.
The Blues wouldn't give up 2 games at home.
Yeah, we'd split 1-1.
Yeah, for sure.
But like
1-1.
our team shit, I can't even talk.
Alone.
Yeah, I can't even talk though.
I mean,
we haven't
the Devils
been
didn't
good
make the
since
fucking
20.
playoffs.
Yeah, if your team's
Of course, immediately. How about them Devils? I'd rather not
Yeah.
make the playoffs than lose 2 at my own barn.
if your team's not in the playoffs, you really can't talk shit. So Chad, if you're talking shit and your team's not in the playoffs, you really don't have a leg to stand on because it's always like.
I'll tell you what. I got legs to stand on. We made the playoffs last year and beat the fucking Rangers. New Jersey beat New York.
The Blues won a cup. We won a cup before the Stars.
The Devils won a cup too.
Stars won a cup. But
Here's what I wanted to say. Speaking of winning cups and fandoms, I don't know if you saw this, but I made myself onto Suns Twitter today. We made a clip. Well, we didn't make a clip. I was just talking about Devin Booker because I fucking hate him.
Hot take.
Ended up being a good clip. And I made it onto Suns Twitter, Suns TikTok. I'm taking shots left and right. I'm in the trench right now.
Yeah, you are
against
just
Suns fans.
firing.
But I think it's hysterical because they suck.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many comments that are like, all you Suns fans are mad, but you can't disprove what he's saying. And all I'm saying is, like, Devin Booker's not worth his salt in terms of, like, we have earmarked this kid, gave him a Nike shoe, and told the public that this kid should be in charge of a franchise. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. He should not be a building stone of a franchise. He's Klay Thompson. You need a Steph Curry for Devin Booker to play well. Yeah. And unfortunately, they got to wash Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant was in his prime, oh my God, that dude would be unbeatable because D-Book would be the number 2. But you got to wash KD.
Brad sucks now.
Bradley Beal is just a cancer. I agree with Krabs. I think that's a great take from Krabs. Bradley Beal is a cancer. He doesn't win
Love
games.
Bradley Beal. Love Bradley Beal. St. Louis guy, but he is the definition of washed up.
Like, literally, and the definition of can't win a big game.
No.
Can't win a big game. But my point being, I think it is hysterical that Luka Doncic, with a young Jalen Brunson, before he was a Jalen Brunson that is a possible MVP candidate, possible top 5 in the league on the Knicks, took the Super Suns to 7 and beat them in the playoffs by himself. Like, I think that is hysterical. I think that is hysterical.
I have personal vendetta against D-Book because he chose LSU over Missouri, where his dad played, and we were recruiting the shit out of him. This is before Mizzou was good at basketball, but.
And then he went to go ride Pine Dick at Kentucky.
Yep.
Which is also hysterical.
Yep.
We took a bench player and told us that he should be the center of the Suns. Give him the keys to a franchise. He was coming off the fucking bench.
Unbelievable.
On Kentucky.
Yeah.
Dude,
and now he's supposed to be a superstar, but
superstar though. But my point, and everyone was like, "Dude, are you gonna put him in the same conversation as SGA,
yeah, Tatum? I saw the
Jason
Tatum
like,
takes. Yeah,
Luka. The fact that we're even putting him in the same conversation as Luka. Luka wins big games with. You want to let's list Luka's teammates that he's had: Kyrie Irving, Boban, Marjanovic,
Porzingis.
Jalen Brunson. I'll give you. Porzingis barely played. Immediately left. Sucked dick. Who else we got? Reggie Bullock.
Yeah, but a lot of just role player guys. No
role player guys. You want to talk about Devin Booker's teammates? Eric Bledsoe, DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal.
That's what the Suns were trying to build, a super
about,
team.
though?
Suns were trying to build a super team, and D-Book was supposed to be the young guy that rallied them all. Yeah, like, again, you're getting washed up Bradley Beal. You're getting semi-washed up Kevin Durant. Like, it's not these guys in their prime, so it didn't work out.
And now he's got Kyrie, so I'll give him that. But I just think it's funny that I'm now, like, I am firmly, Tim Hardaway Jr., I am now firmly against the Suns.
That's fair.
Just taking my position.
I don't hate
taking
it.
my position against the Suns and Devin
it.
Booker. And I didn't think we'd be here. I had a Suns fan he like duetted my TikTok. It was actually really funny. What big game has Luka won that Booker hasn't? He literally sent Booker home. So I don't even know if we can have a conversation about it. You know what I mean? Like, he sent Booker home.
Chat's having a field day with this one.
What are they saying?
Yeah, I'm out. Mike doesn't watch the NBA. Cut him some slack. Bro said Eric Bledsoe. I'm crying.
I'm on your side with his Bledsoe coming down. But that's who he got drafted to.
What game?
Bledsoe was raw when he got drafted to the Suns.
Chat's big comment is, what big game has Luka won that Booker hasn't?
But that's what I'm saying. Luka beat Booker. With a worse team. By himself.
True.
Sent him home. Packed his bags. Back to Kendall.
Luka's been to the finals, right? Question mark.
Okay, he hasn't been to the finals, but here's my thing, and I'll end it here because we got to move on. We got to move on.
We got crabs in queue.
Devin Booker is fucking junk. The Suns are fucking junk.
Hey, it's getting chat riled up. It's getting the TikTok riled up. People are
Yeah, you guys want a
people are
masterclass.
commenting.
You guys want a masterclass on digital.
That's just smart. That's
You guys
just
like
smart
to
social.
bitch. You guys like to bitch, but let me give you a masterclass on digital and media of what's going on in our chat right now. The minute I start talking about Devin Booker, I would take Luka Doncic 100 times over 100 with Booker.
Yeah, I don't think that's an argument.
Who are you building your team
I don't
around?
think
Who are you building your team
that's
around?
not even an argument.
Who are you building your team around?
Yeah, it's Luke, obviously.
It's not to the general public. I
But
feel like
you
people
might
be
take-
like, dude, give me D-Book.
No, I think you can make an argument there, Luka. Take every player in the NBA. Luka's in that conversation about who do you want to start a franchise around.
I would pick Luka over any young star. SGA is the only one that
Yeah,
I think
SGA.
it's a conversation. The only one that it's.
I don't watch NBA enough to have a take on that one, but I'm interested. Chat, who you building your team around?
Dude, Chad
right
fucking
now.
is building their team around Jason Tatum and Devin Booker. The way they're bitching.
Maybe.
I'd pick LeBron. You'd pick a 39-year-old
Obviously,
LeBron.
Luka and Edwards. That's a good one. Edwards.
Edwards is a great one.
Jokic, yeah, Jokic. I think if you take Jokic out, because Jokic is like the MVP. Wemby,
Mikey's swinging the goalposts. I'm not. We're just having a conversation.
Tatum,
Gigi Jackson, I could see that.
Shut up, Javon. Duncan Robinson.
Building around Luka. Booker's definitely top 20. I don't think Booker's
Anthony
top
Edwards or Luka Doncic. Which one you taking?
20. Luka. Anthony Edwards is just getting
That
there. Luka's
could
been there
be a
since he got in the
that
league,
could
dude.
be. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's obviously a lot of good young players.
It's Wemby.
It's Wemby.
It's Wemby.
It probably is.
Luka
yeah,
missed the
it probably
play-in
is.
last year because the Mavericks blew up his team, got rid of Jalen Brunson, and brought him Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving might be the hardest person to get along with. But look, they get along, and now they're in the playoffs.
Luke Kennard.
All right?
Sure.
All right? Do you think I can name 25 players better than Devin Booker?
Oh. I mean, that'd be a test of your NBA knowledge right here. Chat's flaming you for not.
SGA,
Okay.
Luka Doncic, Giannis, Dame, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Jokic.
7.
I'm at 8.
8.
Jokic. Anthony Edwards is better than him. Jason Tatum, better than Devin Booker. We're at 10 right now. Let me think. I got to go through the teams as well. Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. I was going to say James Harden, but I'm not going to say James Harden. Jalen Brunson, better than him. What am I at, 14 now? 15?
You're keeping count. Let's say you got 10 more.
I'm at 14.
Wow, people are interesting one.
I'm at 14.
I don't know if I agree with that one, chat.
Dude, I got to think of the teams right now. There are guys that haven't made the playoffs. That are, I mean, Kevin Durant.
You're like he's gonna. There's one of your guys that you. He's not looking at chat. I'm looking at chat, guys. He's not looking at chat. There's one. It's a
trying
Mikey.
to think
A
of
Mikey
teams.
guy. A Mikey guy.
I'm trying to
It's right in
think
front of your face.
I'm trying to think of teams. Jordan Poole's better than him.
Yeah, there you go. We give him.
Dude, I'm trying to think of teams right now. The only problem is I can't think of teams right now.
There's
But
a
I
lot.
guarantee I could give you 20 that are better. Oh, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, that was one chat was saying a lot.
Jimmy Butler is way fucking better. Jamal Murray's better than Devin Booker. He's won a chip as a number 2 option, which is all Devin Booker should ever be.
Mikey doesn't even know 20 NBA players.
Dude, I do. But I'm trying to think genuinely of people
He
better
said
than Devin
Poole.
Booker.
He said Poole.
Dude, I got to just think of the teams right now. Who are some teams that didn't make the playoffs?
Who are some teams to make playoffs?
I also just don't watch.
Sacramento.
Oh, De'Aaron Fox better than Devin Booker. I'd take De'Aaron Fox over Devin Booker right now.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably name Trae Young.
No. I think Devin Booker's better than Trae Young. Because, again, Trae Young, another guy, hasn't done shit. Hasn't done shit.
Should we get Krabs up here? See what he thinks?
Yeah, get Krabs up here.
Sure. You know, Mikey, I wouldn't give up on this argument. I feel like if Luka didn't just, go off.
Oh,
and
Luka? I didn't
carry
even
them
say
to a win.
Luka.
Didn't even say Luca. Yeah.
Well, there you go. But if he
Kyrie
didn't just
Irving?
go off and
Didn't say Luka or Kyrie.
sure, Kyrie's
Maxey?
back.
Tyrese Maxey's fucking better than Devin Booker right now.
I think your argument is better than people are acting. I think if Luka didn't just bang all those threes in that fourth quarter and carry them to a win in that last game, let's say they lost that game, maybe people aren't gassing up Luka as much. There could be some recency bias there. But I personally think Luka is a top 5 player in the league, and I would take him to start my team 100%.
I agree. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I could easily name 25 players better than Luka if I could prepare. You guys are asking me on the spot to list 25 guys better than Devin Booker right now. I think I could for sure do it if you gave me like some.
That is a tough task.
I don't think it's that tough, dude. I really don't. I don't think it's that tough. I don't. But I could do it. All right, should we serve some slate crabs?
Sure. Let's run it.
Let's serve some slate. Can we run the graphic? Welcome to Slate Surfers. On a Crabs Thursday, we're going to surf some slate. We're going to talk about some games. Crabs, I want to talk about the NBA because we're already talking about it. Is it time to stop trusting the Magic and just nuke the Cavs at +2.5?
Nah, give me the Magic today. I'm hyped. It's probably my favorite play today. I'm all in on the Magic. Give me the spreads. No ML needed. I mean, the line tells us everything we need to know here. Cleveland taking care of business in the first 2 games. I think Orlando steals one here, and then they lose out the rest of the series. Personally, I think this is the one they get. And then the Cleveland team, who is a little too tough, a little too physical, a little older, pulls through for the rest of the series. But, I mean, dude, both first games were not close in this series.
That's what I'm saying,
you're making the Magic
dude,
a
I don't
favorite.
know. I bet the Magic twice, and I got my cheeks taken from me.
Yeah, and the Magic were very, very popular. They're a new, young, fun, trendy team. They're not usually in the playoffs, so I get it. But on the road, probably not the best spot. But now they go back home. They'll be a little more comfortable. Cleveland could be fat, happy, and complacent. Maybe we get some Celtics vibes out of Cleveland, thinking, oh, we're going to fucking wax the floor with the Magic in the series. Maybe they take them a little bit lightly. We saw that last night with the Heat winning outright. I love the Magic here. If this was a pick'em, I wouldn't love it as much. But, I mean, seeing Orlando up to 2.5, come on. Give me the Magic. Give them one more try, Mike. One more try.
And you think it's game 3? Well, yeah, if they lose 3, I think game 4, they got no steam.
This is it. They either win this game, either way, they're losing out the rest. Yep.
Brings me to my next point, another weird spread. Why not just take the Knicks +5.5? I feel like they've rattled Philly enough going into Philly. I saw an interview today where they were talking to Josh Hart about how Philly fans are mad that, they're repping Villanova as hard. And they're mad that Villanova fans are cheering for Josh Hart and them, and he called them idiotic. He said Philly fans are idiotic for getting mad at people from Philly for cheering for them because they're Nova grads.
Yep.
I feel like the Knicks might be fired up.
Yeah, just that 5.5 spread up from 1.5. Like, what's going on with that? Maybe Mitchell Robinson's not playing today.
Yeah.
Right? It might have to be Hartenstein holding it down in the paint. Is he going to be able to do that against Joel Embiid? Bless his heart. I mean, Hartenstein, he's a blue-collar guy. He works his butt off, but that does not sound like a recipe for success, in my opinion.
What's going on with Joel, dude? He can't even blink.
I mean, he's playing so banged up, so hurt. They're just rolling him out there, trying to get the most they can, milking him. Like, Trent's trying to hit up Javon for prize pick squares when he's down there in the islands, right? He's just trying to milk him as best as he can, right? But I'm all over Philly. I can't lie to you. I'll say it to your face. As a gentleman here, I love Philly. Not as much as the Magic. Okay, and I hope I can flip you over to the Magic in that first game. I feel like I still could if you bet them the first 2. Give them one more chance.
No, yeah, I'm
fine. But I do like Philly, not as much.
I haven't decided what I'm taking in these 3 games. Like, I haven't really decided. I was leaning. I'm going to be honest with you. I was leaning the Magic a little bit because I have this weird thing in my brain where once I bet one team, I need to bet them until they hit for me, just so I feel like I was right about them in the first place.
Yep.
The Knicks game, I had no opinion on. I do think we take the Lakers at home in game 3 as a pick, as a -1.5.
Yeah, you won't hear an argument from me there. You won't. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to sit back, kick the feet up, and watch that one play out. That should be a pretty damn good game. But yeah, I don't hate the Lakers at all. I mean, they're a favorite down 0-2 in the series. You think LeBron and AD can pull one out? There's a lot of drama going on with Anthony Davis chirping the coach as well. I like to buy bad news in the NBA, and I don't think anybody would want to bet the Lakers after hearing all that shit. I would back AD and LeBron to get one at home tonight. Sure.
Oh, dude, I just don't know. I feel like the Lakers game is weird because it either goes one of 2 ways. Anthony Davis walking off after being like Jamal Murray hit a shot, dropping his microphone. LeBron bitching about reffing in the third quarter after blowing a 20-point lead. It's either they've completely lost that locker room and there's no more steam left because no one listens to Darvin Ham and they just blew a 20-point lead, or you get back home and you go, can we wake the fuck up? And you got a Lakers team that comes out ready to punch someone in the mouth.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the latter. It's LeBron James here we're talking about. You don't think he'll get those boys fired up in the locker room? It's not Darnell Ham, Darnell Schmam. I don't give a hoot about their coach. LeBron is their coach.
Yeah,
LeBron's
the coach.
They go with him. As long as he's coming in today to the locker room, bringing some energy, ready to steal one, I feel great about the Lakers. I like him in that spot.
Yeah, I'm confirmed on Lakers, confirmed on Magic. I might have to fade you on the Sixers because I feel like everyone's going to be on the Sixers, and I'll be the knight in shining Knicks armor.
That's what Chat was saying too, so I don't hate it. That's your squad too. You get it back your city.
Krabs, have you been tapped in on the NHL playoffs?
I have, and I wouldn't have minded getting in on that Dallas Stars hate.
I'm going to give you the floor for a second.
I mean, look, I'm no hockey pro. I'm not Wayne Gretzky. I'm not Alexander Ovechkin out there, but I do enjoy watching the NHL playoffs. I've really enjoyed watching some of these series. They've been electric. Not the Dallas Stars series, I'll tell you that much, because that team over and over again lets the people down. And look, I know their fans know already. They don't have to hear it. They're already feeling it. But if you just watch them play, they look like a minor league team out there. Their sticks aren't even on the ground. The pucks are going under the sticks. They're not making any sort of passes or have any sort of chemistry. They barely even have the puck on their offensive zone. I mean, besides the first 5 minutes of that game when it was competitive, I mean, Vegas dominated for the last 55 minutes, Mike. It was like they were playing in Vegas. They were comfortable.
Like literally.
Dallas was playing so nervous, so tight butthole. They had zero chance of winning that game. Zip. Right from the start. I can't believe I lost coins on that team. They stink.
Like literally zero. They had zero chance. I don't know why I didn't bet Vegas either. I don't know. I was just sitting there botting.
Yeah, free coins.
Speaking of tonight's games and botting, the Panthers Lightning series has yet to go over, and the over's at 6.5 at plus chicken. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Josh last game they played when it didn't hit. Why don't we just take this over?
Sure. That I can get behind. Are you kidding me? That's a crappy play. You get 2 straight unders in this series. And, I think a lot of people are going to try to get cute. Back to Lightning here, right? A pretty good franchise historically. They're back home, right? They got a lot of veterans. People are going to be taking them on the ML. I think that could be fake sharp, maybe some cheese. Maybe you go with that over, right? You see this total rising up to 6.5 plus 110 some places, like you're saying, after 2 straight under smack. There's got to be some goals, right? And maybe they're flipping the ice, right? They're going to Tampa. Different type of style, right? Maybe, Tampa the Lightning offensive minded here. Maybe they carry a little bit. I mean, we know Florida can hang and they can put up some goals, but I mean, it's a contrarian over. Sign me up. 100%.
I love the over in game 3.
Give me that. I'll tell that. I'm in.
The Islanders, after blowing a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
What's your plan on this one? I don't even want to. I'm going to be honest. Anytime I see the Hurricanes logo or the Islanders logo, a little bit hurt from last year's Hurricane series against the Devils where they just completely fucked us. But I just want to stay away. It's just 2 ugly, gross teams in an ugly, gross game.
Yeah. I'm not going to play it, but I do know that Kuznetsov is on the Carolina Hurricanes now after getting cut from the Capitals. And I'll tell you what, he's going to probably carry that team to a sweep and just be the greatest offensive player out of nowhere, doing his Eagle celebration, whatever, right in front of the Caps fans' face. So, yeah, he'll probably carry them to a sweep. I don't think the Islanders win a single game. They blew their chance last game.
All right, Krabs. I do want to move to the diamond really quickly because I have a question for you. There's some murmurs that you may have purchased a certain jersey, and there are murmurs that the person of the jersey you purchased could go absolutely ding-dong today against the Athletics.
I mean, even just me buying the jersey yesterday, he hit a nuke and got a hit. Like, he's back already, and the jersey hasn't even arrived. It's still on the plane on the way here in route. Now, yes, the rumors are true, Mike. I did next day ship an Aaron Judge pinstripe jersey with his name on the back. Actually, not even to my house in Virginia, but to my family's home in Maryland where I'm watching my dog. It'll be here tomorrow. I'll be rocking it on the show, getting it over with, and I'll be getting that jersey out of my possession, giving it away to somebody, or maybe using it as a cum rack. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
The Aaron Judge cum rag is crazy.
But dude, even speaking about it yesterday, I was like, shit, I forgot I got to order this thing. I promise, guys, I'll have it ordered before BTL tomorrow. Even just saying those words out loud and talking about the jersey, the guy hits a nuke in his first 8 days. And did you see how he did it too? Did you see how he hit the nuke? Because the guy struck him out. The umpire, after the pitch, is already in the catcher's mitt. He's already been rung up, heading back to the dugout. The third base umpire out of nowhere goes, oh, wait a minute. That's a balk. After the pitch is already snuck right in the glove for seconds. We're all sitting there like, all right, he's done. Next at bat. The umpire goes, oh, hold on now. That's a balk. He goes back into the batter's box. He hits a nuke on the next pitch. That shouldn't even been a fucking home run. So go ahead and add another one to my Goat Whale season-long entry that's absolutely cake already. It looks like Aaron Judge is going to start getting going to fuck.
I'm crying right now. That is so
Sometimes it'd be your own damn fault, Mike. It'd be your own damn fault.
If we could get Aaron Judge to next time he hits a nuke, do a little crab celebration.
Imagine.
I would.
He's just like flicking him off. He's like,
I would literally cry laughing.
Bro, I mean,
so
this happened last year too, dude, because I was getting confident. I was getting cocky. I even got banned off of a specific book. I'm not going to shout him out, no free ads, but I got kicked off a book last year for nuking so many Aaron Judge no home run plays and rolling it over because I was just feeling good. I made a couple racks and they kicked me off the book. I swear to God, Aaron Judge, he knows what's going on. The more I talk about him, though, it's like talking about Voldemort from Harry Potter. He appears, he starts bawling out. So I don't even want to say his name anymore.
All right, we won't say his name, but I got a couple games I want to throw at you that I was looking at. You know, I'm trying to get into baseball. Went 1-1 yesterday, 1-1 the day before. Are we ready to trust Tristan McKenzie yet, or is he just still auto, we're fading? I remember you came on when baseball was starting and you said a couple guys were fading this year. Tristan McKenzie was one of them. Are we in Tristan McKenzie tail mode, or are we still on Tristan McKenzie fade mode?
I think we're on fade mode here. I'm not going to bet this game. I've been looking at this game all day. The line is moving towards Cleveland. The line is telling me it's Cleveland. But in baseball, you can't just bet lines. You can't be sharp. You got to use that baseball noggin too. Trust me, I wish you could just bet lines. It'd be so much easier for me. But you can't. So Tristan McKenzie, you know, a big name guy, young guy, cool, swaggy. He's had great potential, right? He can pitch unbelievable, but very inconsistent. Even with that line move, dude, I like Boston. And the fact that Boston opened up a pick 'em in this game with Chase Anderson on the bump, it tells me everything I need to know against the Guardians, who have the best record in baseball. So I honestly kind of lean the Red Sox, but that line moving keeps me off that game.
Okay, I'm going to stay away then. Because I was going to bet the Guardians, I'm going to be honest with you. So if you wanted to fade Mikey Overs, that was going to be one of my plays today. But I don't want to do it anymore. Because I'm
not going to bet
where
it,
you're
but I would
coming
lean
from now.
Boston.
I
I wouldn't bet Tristan McKenzie. Don't put your hard-earned coins on him yet. No. Stay off.
After getting smoked 7-3 at the Phillies today, because I'm not going to lie, I like betting this Phillies team. I like betting this Phillies team this year in good spots. I mean, they're minus 185. That's not a good spot. You probably have to take Phillies minus 1.5. Zach Wheeler on the bump ski. What do we think?
I do like the Phillies today, and it sucks that they're already up to minus 180 just on the ML because I do think that's a good wager and it turns green. Now, not a terrible time to take the minus 1.5. Here's the deal with the spreads in MLB, okay? I never lay spreads, you know, with favorites in MLB for the home teams because a lot of times, you know, that home team will be up by 1. They won't even bat in the bottom of the 9th. You're missing out on an AB, and, you know, the team ends up winning by 1, and you're absolutely in piss. But a team on the roads, I don't mind laying a 1.5 with as a favorite because you know they're getting those 9 ABs no matter what. Okay. The Phillies in this spot, this is a perfect example, to be honest with you. Zach Wheeler, I think, absolutely shoves today and gets the Phillies a win. Now, yeah, they're probably too juicy to lay on the ML. Maybe you could go 1.5 UML if you don't want to, you know, take the spread. But I wouldn't hate a measly unit on that minus 1.5. I do think Philly rolls in this game. I like
That's
it.
what I think too, dude. I just feel like I have
think
a lot
it's
of
a Zach
faith in
Wheeler
Zach Wheeler
masterclass.
this year.
Masterclass today. Yep.
I think I have a lot of faith in him this year.
His
He's
prize
not
picks
started
fantasy
well.
score is pretty high. It's pretty high today.
You know what else was high yesterday, Krabs? It got pitched 1,000 times on stream. Joe Ryan fantasy score. You want me to tell you how that went?
Didn't it hit?
No, it went less than.
Did it go less than? Confirmed?
Yeah, I had it in entries that would have cashed if it went more than.
I think it hit. Can you double check? Because he got a late quality start at the buzzer that might have been factored in.
Oh my God, he did! Holy shit! Holy shit, dude! When I looked, Krabs, he had 33.
I know, and Trent was bitching in the playback all night. Oh, I heard on BTL 30 minutes today talking about the under, talking about Joe Ryan. Well, the under.
Oh my God, it hit, dude! He had 33 when I checked. We hit another entry on the surge. Holy shit!
There we go. 2 in a row.
Krabs, I laid head on pillow thinking that did not hit.
That's what I'm talking about, Mike. Look, that could be the difference today. Maybe that's the exact little kick in the right direction that you need as
Oh
we push
my
towards the weekend. That could
God.
change everything. That could.
Holy shit. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that quality
chat.
starts. We got
I looked
blessed.
at 8:40 because the game was at 6:30. I looked at 8:40 and it said 33, and I chalked it, and I didn't even open the app till this morning.
Yep. That is an elite
Wow.
feeling right there, chat. 100%.
Krabs, that felt good.
Yeah.
Krabs, that
Go
felt
Ryan.
good.
Go Ryan. Don't sleep. He did his
Krabs,
job.
someone came on Surge yesterday and said something that I wanted to talk about a little bit with
Sure.
you. And then we'll get out of here because I just realized we're running into BTL by a lot.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Someone came on stream yesterday and they said, I'm going to take the Astros against the Cubs and I'm going to keep clicking the Astros until it turns green. They lost again yesterday. Verlander on the bump. Are the Astros washed and done, dude? Like, I got a question. Are the
Again,
Astros
like-
washed and done?
So, yes. Right now, do not bet them. Keep them off to the sides. Odds makers are still going to give them respect, and they're going to continue to lose. Here's the deal. I've seen this movie before. I've lost units on, teams and spots like this before. When I lost 40 units in MLB 2 years ago, my worst season ever in betting history. Okay, W transparency. I was taking bets like Houston, I'm out over and over again, rolling it over until they finally pulled through and won in sharp spots. Betting baseball like that doesn't work. And honestly, that's kind of an advantage a little bit for you, Mike, and just for everyone in general who can, at least follow the sport minimally. You can use a little bit of that baseball brain, and it doesn't have to be just strictly line movement bets, and betting nasty spreads like the NFL, right? NFL, me personally, I think if you bet the weird lines the whole time, you're having a profitable season. You're going about your day.
MLB, Krabs, you are having a profitable season in the NFL if you bet the sharp lines, because I bet the square lines every single year and I lose my cheeks.
It's just the one sport. If you just bet the lines, you're in business. I don't know why, but it is what it is. MLB, opposite. It's 50-50. It's baseball brain. You got to take stuff that makes sense, even, ride some hot hands at times. The other half is, getting sharp and cute. But Houston, keep them off to the side. They stink. Their roster stinks too. They're old. They have some goats offensively, but besides Altuve, nobody's actually hitting the ball right now. Until they start to get going and turn it around, keep them off to the side. Don't bet them. Don't fade them.
The last game I want to talk about, and then we'll get you out of here and we'll get to BTL.
Sure.
This Mariners-Rangers over is looking at me so funny because I used to be a Luis Castillo meat glaze rider. He might be junk this year. I feel like 8.5 is a great number to get this over.
I mean, look, man, this total is ridiculous. You got Heaney on the bump. Heaney is not having a great start to the year, but he needs a season bet.
Dude.
He needs a season bet, though. He's been there before, and Seattle's offense, they're not setting any records, okay? Luis Castillo, we know he's better than how he's been pitching. But you're looking at this ERA, you're looking at these two pitchers, you're seeing every under on earth cash in the MLB across the league. You're starting to see the totals finally start to drop a little bit and get lower as they should, because like that tweet you sent me, there's something going on with the baseballs, and the runs are just not being produced at the rate they were last year, okay?
Dude, I agree.
But this total, up at 9 from 8.5, it interests me. I do like that over. I do think we get runs. Will I be betting it? Probably not, because I really just don't want any overs in my slips until we start to see the weather warm up or start to see some sort of offense rejuvenate. But I definitely strongly lean that way, and I'm starting to want to take it myself. I like that over. I think that's a good bet.
I love that over. Like, I'm putting units on that over. That's making my Thursday platter. It might make my parlay. That was one of the legs that I'm considering.
Javon's into word. Okay.
Krabs, before I let you go, what the fuck is good with the Blue Jays, man? Took them yesterday. The parlay would have cashed if they just came through. What the fuck is good with them?
I'm taking them one more time today. I was
No,
on yesterday too.
dude.
Got Burns. One more.
Against
One
your
more.
trophy Royals?
I didn't hear no bell. I got one more in me. Yep. They lost 3-2 in both first games of the series. They are rolling out Jose Barrios out there against Reagans, everyone's darling. But if you look at how Reagans has pitched this year, he's low-key been throwing meat. He's not looked too sharp. So I think he gets teed up a little bit, and Toronto saves the series and gets a win here. And I think Barrios shoves with that 7.5 total. Give me Toronto one more time.
All right, Krabs, here's what I'm going to do. Every time you come on, I want to take 2 plays from you. I'm going to take the Blue Jays, and I'm going to take the Magic with you.
Dubs. Yeah, I was going to say, please take the Magic, bro.
Right,
I love that play.
I'm down.
Love that
Let's
play.
do it. Let's do it.
All right, bro. Appreciate you
brother,
having me on.
appreciate you. Of course.
Close this puppy out. We'll be sane.
Of
Peace.
course. Thank you so much for coming on again, Krebs. Listen, Crabs Thursdays are my favorite day of the week. I don't know if anyone knows that, but it's like the first time I get to like ask like questions and get like meaningful responses on the slate because he just is so dialed all the time. It's just insane. But listen, we end every episode with a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation. And here's what we do. Okay? Here's what we do every time. When it gets to Thursday, it's time to get unlocked. It is now the pregame for the weekend. And you know what the best part? Name 3 players on the Magic. Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner, Hold'em. You know what we do when it gets to the weekend? And you know what the best part of the weekend is and the best part of going out is? The pregame. If there's one day I live for, it's a goddamn Thursday in Dallas when it's nice out. So I'll tell you what. On this Thursday, wherever you're living, wherever you're at right now, it's time to get unlocked, get dialed, get riled, and have yourself a Thursday. Get wet, get sweaty, get gross. Because it's time to have a Thursday. I love you guys so much. As always, take one step forward for me every day. It gets easier every day you do it. I'm not asking you to sprint. I'm not asking you to jog. I know how hard life can be. I know how hard the work can be. I know how hard relationships can be. Just take one step forward for me. It gets easier every day you do it. I'll be there holding your arm as you take the step forward. I promise you. You can lean on me. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You stay right there because BTL is coming up next. And I want to say this before I go. Liverpool, you're fucking dead to me. The way those players sent Klopp out against Everton in the last Merseyside derby he's ever going to see should be fucking illegal. Mo Salah should be in fucking jail. Curtis Jones should be sold tomorrow. And the whole roster should be doing wind sprints for the rest of their lives for sending Klopp off like that. Stay right there. We got BTL coming up next. I love you guys so much. Stay here.
Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer.